Memorial Day weekend. A time for bonfires and cookouts and beer and hot dogs and, you know, good stuff, right? 3 day weekends. Don't have to work that extra day. Good stuff. Well, maybe you're spending it with friends and family, which is awesome. Always be with your friends and family. Maybe you're spending it going around to the cemeteries, planting some flowers. Maybe you're putting some flags in the ground. Maybe you're raising your flag for the first time this year. It's always awesome. It's good stuff. Well, I'm going to ask you just to remember that on Memorial Day, don't say Happy Memorial Day. It's not a happy time necessarily for a lot of people. You see, we memorialize those who made the ultimate sacrifice for this country. And I don't just label it to military, I go a little bit further with police, fire, EMS, and dispatch. But all that being said, all of them together, I call them soldiers. So let's just remember that. When I say soldiers, I mean all of them. When those soldiers went away, they raised their right hand. They knew what they were doing. They knew there was an opportunity to go away. They knew there was a chance that they'd have to fight in war, fight in battle. They knew there was a chance they would lose their battle buddy beside them. They knew there was a chance they'd lose their own life. But I ask you on this Memorial Day to remember one thing. It wasn't just that person that raised their right hand. When they raised their right hand, whether they meant to or not, they made their entire family raise their right hand. Their mom, their dad, their husband, their wife, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters. They had the right to raise their right hand too. They just didn't know it. And we have so many that gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country, our great country. And that is who we memorialize today. We remember them. You know, thank you is such a, ugh. I wish there was something better we could say on today, right? Thank you for your sacrifice. Gosh, it's just not enough, right? I'm going to ask you to go a little bit further. Let's remember those families that didn't necessarily raise their right hand. Let's remember them for a minute. We know all the stories about the car pulling up out front of their house and the chaplain getting out and the officer getting out and they're hearing the worst news of their life. Yes, they've worried for months on end that was going to happen, and by God, there it is. Gold Star families. That's who they are. Remember them today. If you don't know what a Gold Star family is, please look it up. They are a family that lost a loved one in battle. And I promise you that Memorial Day isn't necessarily happy for them. I promise. But I want to go a step further because Memorial Day lands in May. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We hear all the other stories, don't we, about the soldiers, quote unquote, coming home and fighting the battle still back here on American soil. They fight it here, and they fight it here. They lost their battle buddy. They lost their brother and sister in arms. And they came home and they're changed. They're not the same. And they probably never will be. Doesn't make them bad. Doesn't make anything bad about them. No. If anything, we raise them up. We raise them up. And we thank them for their sacrifice. Even though, again, thank you, it's just not enough. Maybe you hand them another beer. Be there for them. But today on my heart, I'm thinking about the families that waited every day for that loved one to come home. Back here on homeland, They they got the kids off to school. They got the lunches packed. They helped with the homework. They got them off to school. They got themselves ready. Went off to their job, and all day they're right here, wondering, am I going to hear from my loved one today? Am I going to hear from my soldier? God forbid they think about the other phone call or knock on the door they could end up with. I think about them today because their soldier came back home changed. And they fight a battle now every day with that soldier, keeping that soldier going. You know, they love them with all their heart, and it is a struggle. And there's something you need to understand about people of the military or even police, fire, and EMS. You got to understand there's a pride. There's a pride. All the training and all the things you go through, and you hold your head up high. And I don't need anybody. I'm good. I've got it. I've got it locked down. They don't like to ask for help. They have a pride. A well-deserved pride, yes? They deserve to be proud. They deserve to feel that. Sometimes it gets in the way, though. And they need a little bit of a hand up. They don't want to ask for it, but they need it. The families are that way, too. Because it's been instilled in them through their loved one, through their soldier. They don't want to ask for help either. I got it. We're good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's all good, right? It's all good. Just remember them today, this weekend. Because there's a battle that they fight right here at home. That soldier and the loved ones of that soldier. I have a saying I like to say. Don't forget to help out those that are doing all the helping out. Don't forget to ask that loved one if they need anything. They didn't raise their right hand for this, but they're doing it anyway. I don't diminish a single soldier. Please fire EMS out there. You fight your battle. You're doing it right. And your loved one, they love you. You're not doing anything wrong. You feel how you feel. You do what you got to do. You take care of yourself. You've got to be proactive, though, okay? You have to be proactive in your health. Not just your physical health, your mental health. There's nothing wrong with it. I promise you, there's nothing wrong with it. Be proactive, though. Because the more proactive you are, the more people are going to respect that. That's a whole other sense of taking care of things. I got this locked down. I'm taking care of myself. You know, it's not all on my family. I'm taking care of myself. I'm taking the steps. Because there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, I respect you more. I respect you more. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And I hope you're taking care of your family. And I hope your family's taking care of you. But I ask all those other people that aren't in that situation right now, reach out to all those that are taking care of others. If you know somebody who's taking care of somebody, reach out to that person. Lift them up. Let them know they're not alone. And mean it. You gotta mean it, man. You can't just say it. You gotta mean it. When the phone rings, you need to pick it up. You get that text message, answer it. Be proactive. We all have to be proactive in our health. Physical, mental, whatever. We have to be here for each other. Put all the baloney aside. I'm almost sore. Put all that aside. Cry. Cry with each other. It's okay. You know, I hear people say, man, this thing happened to me and I was ugly crying. When's the last time you saw anybody like pretty cry? When's the last time that's ever happened? I don't pretty cry. I ugly cry. Even if you're trying to hold back the cry, it makes you ugly cry worse because now all of a sudden you've got a snot bubble and a little bit of tears. And your face is getting beet red. And you're trying to hold it back, and now you just look weird. You look really strange. So now you're even uglier. So just ugly cry, right? Just ugly cry. Let it all out together. Be here for each other. On this Memorial Day, Mental Health Awareness Month, 2025, I want you to reach out to somebody. I challenge you. It's not that hard. Maybe you're at that barbecue this weekend, that bonfire. Maybe you hand somebody an extra beer and say, hey, I love you and I'm here. I'm just a phone call away. If you need me, text me. Social media, whatever you got to do. There's all kinds of ways to connect now. And again, for all those that are battling, all those that lost their battle buddies and are missing them and feeling all the feelings, I understand. I've been there. There's resources. If you don't qualify for certain resources, there's other resources, I promise you. One of them we hear about all the time, us veterans, is the VA hotline, yeah? Yeah. A lot of people have some misgivings about it. And I want you to understand, out of experience, I've called it. I think 3 different times, I believe. 2 or 3. And I want you to understand something. Just because you call the hotline, it doesn't mean somebody's going to come in a white coat and whisk you away. Okay? They're not going to call it the cavalry if you don't want them to. Just be calm when you call them. That being said, if you're in a bad way and you're like, they may, go other directions and want to get you the help they need to get you as fast as they can. Okay? But I'm not trying to say that to scare you. I'm trying to tell you that if you're just needing somebody to talk to that's out of your circle, that hasn't heard it a million times, you can call that number and just tell them, look, I'm in a safe place. I'm doing all right. I just need somebody to talk to. I'm not feeling good in my head right now. I'm not feeling good inside. And I just need somebody to talk to. I promise you I'm safe. They're going to want to know your logistics, your address stuff, because it's what they do. They gather some information. But they're not going to come knocking on your door. I promise. They didn't do it to me. And I just said, need somebody to talk to. And they talked to me. I had some really nice people, actually. And you know what they do later? They send you a card later on and say, hey, we're just reaching out. Just want you to know, thinking about you. And, we thank you for using the hotline. And we're here if you still need us. It's quite nice, actually. It doesn't have to be this big thing. And I don't think they advertise that enough, that you can just call and just talk. You don't have to be like, the world's ending and take me away. It doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be that dramatic. If you need those resources, absolutely, they're right there for you. And please, please call. Call a friend or family member. Call somebody. And friends and family, pick up the phone. Answer the text. Whatever. This Memorial Day, Mental Health Awareness Month, when you're at that fire, at that friend's house, hand somebody an extra drink. Maybe they don't drink, so get them a Coke or a water or whatever, okay? Hand them an ice cube, I don't really care. But go up and say, hey, I love you. I thank you for everything you've done, your sacrifice. I know you lost some people, and we remember them today with you, and we're here with you, and we love you, and just know I'm here, and if you need me, that's what you need to tell them, okay? Don't say Happy Memorial Day. It's not happy, guys. But it can be a good time and a great time to connect with those who are going through a really hard time. They're still battling back here on the home front. Right here and right here. I go under A.R. Keener Creations. A.R. Keener. Whatever you want to call me. I really don't care. This is my first video. Like and share, please, if you like it. You know how to do that. I don't have to tell you how to do it. And I hope to put more mental health content out soon with a little bit of comedy. I've been there, guys. Done it. I've done a lot of therapy. So if you have any questions about what kind of therapy's out there, I'm probably your girl. I probably can answer some questions for you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all good. And if you're having any problems, please reach out to the VA hotline or friends and family or whoever you need to get the help you need. Stay strong, soldier. You got this. And I'll stay by your side. It's going to be all right. Last thing to say, I'm not a professional. I'm just another veteran going through it with you. Have a great Memorial Day, blessed time. Be with your friends and family. Love each other. Stay strong.